Good day everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the ZXspectrum 128K and we're looking at Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, published by US Gold in 1992. It's a game, as we look at a bit of the storyline here, but it's a game that comes after Temple of Doom, The Last Crusade, in that sort of like trilogy of games. There was a homebrew called Indiana Jones and the Fountain of Everlasting Life, if you want to track that one down. But what's going on in this game? Well, Atlantis has sank to the ocean floor. Basically, the Nazis, they're always up to no good. They've rediscovered this lost kingdom and all their technology there, and soon we'll have a bomb in order to win World War II, and Indy must interrupt this and save the day. So here we are in this isometric game, which I'm going to struggle to make head nor tail of, but anyway, we're exploring this 3D world. His sidekick is a woman called Sophie, I think, or Sophia, who we met in New York, and together they must, well, save the day, and the planet indeed. A game also come out on the Commodore Amiga, Amstrad CPC, Atari ST, and the Commodore 64. Right, I'm in a casino at the moment, but other places to find are the naval base, there's Nazis walking around here, a submarine bay, a submarine islands, and then finally Atlantis for the final showdown. Now we've got an inventory, as you can see there. I've picked up the whip as I was jibber jabbering, so that can whip people. I mean, you can also do jumps every now and again, but there we go. It's moving ridiculously slow, very slow. At the moment, I don't quite like it. I don't know why we had a background of red there. That's making it very dangerous on my eyes. I suppose there must be a reason. It's a lavish casino with the best red carpet in the world. Now, if you had this game on any system, let me know. I'll have to look at it on the Commodore Amiga, but already I'm a little bit worried. It's Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Now, if you're new to the channel, it's not all about expert gameplays or walkthroughs. It's about seeing how the game would have played on your first or second go, and would there have been enough there for you want to go and play it again. Already, I don't think it would have held my interest, although it's Indiana Jones. The games back in the day were a bit lacking. My favourite one of the three is probably Temple of Doom, but you know. Last Crusade moved really slowly as well. We're in Monte Carlo, we're in a casino, and we're against Nazis. That's all you need to know, really. Now, the Fate of Atlantis wasn't turned into a movie, at least not yet, but I think it might be based on a book of some description. When I say a book of some description, probably a book with a cover and pages and writing in it. That seems to cover most books around about these days. Harrison Ford, well, it doesn't look much like him. It looks like maybe some gardener on a Sunday afternoon going out to find where the watering can is, but that wouldn't have been quite a good game, would it, looking for the watering can? You can change the angle of the, there we go, by pressing W you can change the angle there, so you can rotate round to try and make it a bit easier. We're going down steps into the darkness, but I don't think this is going anywhere in particular. There's a graphic of Indy's face on the bottom left, but again that doesn't look much like Indy. I think the year's supposed to be 1938. Does that figure World War II? I'm not sure World War II had started then. Maybe it was getting just, perhaps the Nazis were doing forward planning. But the Nazis were always up to no good in any of these Indiana Jones films. I don't think they featured too much in Temple of Doom, but they were certainly in Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they got their melty faces with the Ark of the Covenant, and The Last Crusade. Don't trust the Nazis. Oh man. Right, published by US Gold in 1992. They did the other ones are called Temple of Doom and The Last Crusade. Well, I'm just going to wander around here. I bet I'm going to get bored quite quickly. There's a few things you need to solve there, but I think we need to find our psychic as well. Sophia, we've got the whip there, you can see in our bottom right, that's inventory, so you can pick up stuff and cycle through that stuff. You can do hand-to-hand combat or use the whip, but hand-to-hand combat, no way Jose, let's use a whip. How slow is Indy going? This is probably like the film's going to be if they make another one, which I think is in development as I speak, where Harrison Ford is, I don't know how old Harrison Ford is, but he probably moves at this speed at the moment. Unless they CGI him to make a young Indiana Jones, that'd be quite interesting. I think in the casino we're supposed to buy chips maybe and do a bit of gambling first of all, but I do not know. But yeah, as a kid I would have found this interesting on the first or second go, but I don't think I would have come back and played it again. Can we buy some chips off this woman, or man, whoever it is? It's quite dull, isn't it? It's quite dull. 128k, I think that's my life meter on the right there, controlled by that thermometer thing. There's a wiggly snake thing in the middle. We scored 6 points. That is 6, it might be 5 somehow. Right, I think I bought some chips. A circle means something. I think it means I bought some chips. Well, I've got some money to buy the chips. Let me buy some chippies so I can do some gambling. There we go. Right, yeah, see the bottom right now. We've now got some chips. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll walk across here now very slowly. I mean, this casino do well in the social distances of COVID-19 because I'm the only one in the entire casino, plus the occasional Nazi that walks around. I presume he's a Nazi. He might be just misunderstood and don't want to be banded in with them. If you've ever been to Atlantis, let me know. It's sunk a long time ago. It's supposed to be a lost civilization. But, you know, there's a lot of lost civilizations that are wiped off the map there. I've just been reading recently, get some chips, I've been reading recently about these massive civilizations that used to be in the Amazon rainforest. Big cities, apparently. And in the 1600s or 1700s or one of the hundreds, people from Europe discovered them, but they brought with them smallpox. They wrote all about these stories about finding these civilizations, and when people went back over there 200 years later to try and find them, there's no evidence of the civilization. The jungle had grown over the whole of the city because smallpox had killed them, and the jungle, being a quick grower, covered everything up. And they're just finding out about these cities by putting airplanes across, and they somehow scan the ground and they find you know, ancient trees and ancient walls and layouts there from the grounds. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I think I'm in a fight now with a Nazi. I think so. Well, I'm jumping up. He's not impressed by that. Can't you pick on someone else in the casino? Buy your own chips, big nose. Oh man, come on. Come on, Indy. Yeah, imagine if Lara Croft moved this slow. It never would have been as successful as it would have been, would it? Right, I'm being followed now. This is a chase scene. No, he's got bored and walked off. Well, he's not the only one. If you're still here, then well done you. It might be a case that you like this kind of tomfoolery, so why don't you subscribe if you haven't already? Occasionally we do a live stream. I think I've been doing too many live streams recently, but you can only watch so much, so well, it's all about finding a balance, really. I get a bit carried away, bit of a workaholic with stuff that needs to be done, but you can have too much, can't you? You can have too much. It's all about finding the right amount. Right. Hit the floor, you Wally. No, not you. That Nazi fellow. Is it a Nazi? I don't know. You know, slow. Even the worms in the game Wriggler move quicker than this. Get that worm in Wriggler, and he'll just go all around the place. Remember to keep blinking. This red's not particularly good on the eyes, or turn down the brightness on your TV. Or if you're watching it on a phone, I think it adjusts automatically, doesn't it? So it might not be so bad on that. There's a table there with no one there. Perhaps the casino's closed and that bloke's trying to escort me out of the casino. Indiana Jones, get out of the casino, it's closed. There's a guy there standing dead still, not even saying hello. Maybe it's a mannequin. Hello? Hello? Oh man, what's that bloke's beef? What is his beef? Pork and bacon and lamb and any other meats I've missed out. Kangaroo, crocodile. Like, I'm whipping him on the head. I'm whipping his ear, but he's not reacting at all. Well, you know, that's a good employee, isn't it? He isn't distracted from his work, even if a whip cuts through his face. Nincompoop. Get a different job, you Wally. Right, moving on. This is a good bit of adventuring. I'll tell you what would liven up this game. If a big boulder suddenly run through the casino. That's the sort of thing I'd like to see. I always used to think Monte Carlo was quite exciting when I watched the James Bond film Casino Royale. I just thought, yeah, this is good. High rollers, lots of competition, people's hearts stopping and rebeating it by something in their car. But look, is this the reality? Just some guy in a weather-beaten hat walking around a red casino with with no one else about apart from the occasional Nazi fellow stroke security guard. Right, let's go around this way. I'm desperate to get out of the casino and maybe get to the naval base, or at least anywhere. I think if you was playing this normally, I don't think you'd be still playing it. Oh, that might be a staircase there. That might be something. Let's go this way anyway. No, that's just a wall. I think going up might be a good strategy. Up and away. There's the corner there. Yes, I've got my chips. Don't know what to do with them, but we scored 35 points now, so obviously we're doing a very good job. It's a puzzle solving game, one has to be said, and at the moment I've sold absolutely zippity doodah, You have to put the hours in to finally stumble upon stuff and do stuff in the right order. Otherwise, as a newbie noob, you'll just be walking around like me, seeing how the game plays, what it sounds like, what it looks like. And as someone that hasn't really got to grips with the game, read the instructions briefly, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's probably the most advanced of the Indiana Jones games in terms of programming, with all this 3D stuff. But look as he goes up those stairs. Whoop, whoop. It's struggling with it, and it's not that exciting a game, even doing the puzzle solving thing, because Indy just walks around too slowly, and there's not much to do for quite some time. Bom ba bom 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 ba bom bom bom. If you slow down the Indiana Jones music, it could be it. Bom 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 bom. Oh, we've turned into. Oh, I think we're controlling Sophia now. She's the romantic person of the piece. I think she's got her hair's up in a bun like Wilma Flintstone, and she's wearing some amazing shorts. Right, do your stuff, Sophia. Mind you, that graphic on the left, it looks like it's maybe a hoodie waiting in a tunnel below a motorway that's trying to rob you of your handbag if you're a woman, or of a man of your wallet, or if you're a man that likes a handbag or a woman that likes a wallet, vice versa. Phew, that's me covered in this crazy PC world. Hurrah! Right, up the stairs you go, Sophia. Sophia, da 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 da. Where are you going? See, she still walks like Indiana Jones, so it flicks between characters every so often, but the gameplay is essentially the same. Look at her inventory on the right there. It's a piece of something. Looks like a broken piece of a laptop, maybe. Yeah, right. She walks just as fast as Indy, i.e. extremely slowly. There's no hurry to get anything done. We're upstairs in the casino. It's still as empty as ever. Oh, there's seats with no one in it. And I'm just wandering around like a big hoodlum nincompoop, hoping for something exciting to happen, knowing really that something wouldn't exciting happen. So watch the films instead, but don't watch The Fate of Atlantis, because it don't exist. If you've read the book The Fate of Atlantis, if indeed I got that bit right, with the pages and the words and the page numbers, then comment below, is it a good book? It sounds like it should be. It's good subject matter, isn't it? I mean, it sounds like a good Indiana Jones film straight away. Atlantis, the lost city of Atlantis, has been discovered by the Nazis. They've rediscovered all their treasures and all their technology and all that sort of stuff. And with that, being the Nazis they are going to devise a bomb to win World War II. Indiana Jones has found out about it. No one else has. He's told this Sophia woman, who he met in New York for some reason, and they're gone here to try and stop everything and save the day. James Bond would have helped, but he's not around. Not in 1938. There we go. Oh, she's in a fight. You see her shoe there on the right. That's her right, and we're beating him to death with a shoe. Shoe it, big nose. Right, he's down on the floor, but he's only stunned. The person working the roulette wheel doesn't really care. She's probably getting paid not much. Well, she's in Monte Carlo. How much you get paid as a croupier in Monte Carlo? Probably quite a lot an hour. And then people give you a tip, don't they, and all that sort of stuff. I don't think I can take this game too much more, because it's just going to mean me wandering around talking blarney, which you might like. I'm not sure. Right, but you know, I haven't lost any money in this casino because I haven't played. So hope you liked having a look at that game. It was clever the way it's coded, but in the end of the day, it's not particularly interesting. That was Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis on the ZXspectrum 128K, published by US Gold in 1992. I won't be playing it again, but it's not terrible. So if you've got any thoughts about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome, and I love reading your comments. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.